welcome back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. Today we're doing over and under for Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. And we're doing a Zack Snyder video, so John Wonder, you're probably in the comment section. So become a Patreon. And if you're not John Wonder, become a Patreon. We got a Ko-fi link down in the bio below. Donate some dollar bills to us for a one-time donation. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, all that. The works is down there. But let's get on with the video.
All right, first up, we have 1985's Return of the Living Dead. The Return of the Living Dead.
Perfectly rated. It's a cult classic. I mean, you have a scene where, actually, I won't say underrated, because I know people have seen this movie. You got a zombie, he's asking for brain. I can't relate to that. Ask for brain on a usual basis. And then you have this gothic punk rock girl. She gets naked in a cemetery for no reason, starts dancing around. Great stuff. I mean, how could you not enjoy that?
Next up. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't know you were still going.
Well, you love Dead Air, so I had to say something.
Next up is World War Z.
I ain't seen that shit.
All right, next up we have I Am Legend.
That shit's overrated. Those zombies look like dog nuts. Like, I get the idea of it, and I think it's been done better in a similar movie to I Am Legend, the Omega Man. Charlton Heston, he did all those like post-apocalyptic movies, Planet of the Apes. But yeah, I mean, Will Smith, he's cool in it. You got these motherfuckers watching Shrek half the movie. I don't care. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's such a good movie. Bitch, you don't know what a good movie is. Just say it's a good movie. So get your uneducated ass opinion out of here. That's what I think about that movie. Fuck Will Smith.
Next up we have 2019's Little Monsters.
That shit's fucking John Blaze. That shit's fire. It's underrated as hell because no one talked about it that year. That was on my top 10 favorite movies of the year. You got that, like, zombie aspect of the movie. It's new, it's fresh, it's original because it's a field trip with little ass kids. Like, what the fuck? The danger in that, because these kids are fucking adorable. So you have a school teacher, a chaperone, and a fucking Blue's Clues fucking kids, and like what would you call the motherfucker Blue's Clues? He's like a host, but he's still a character.
You know what, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. He's like...
So, like, they have this, like...
He's like your guide to the world.
Yeah, he has this Blue's Clues type character who's nothing like the character in real life. So when the zombie shit goes down, he's drinking liquor. He's fucking cursing left and right. But these characters, they have real lives. They have problems that go into this movie. And those are just as compelling as the zombie stuff. And the zombie stuff is great. It's also really funny. If you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. It's free. It's like you go on a fucking anniversary date with your girlfriend and she's got a miniskirt on. It's easy access. So go and watch Little Monsters. But wear a condom or you have some little monsters.
Yikes.
That's my advice for that movie. Go watch it.
All right. Next is Train to Busan.
Man, that's perfectly rated. It's hard to... Because on one hand, if you watch movies, and if you're watching this, you probably think it's perfectly rated. But on the other hand, there's probably a bunch of people that watched The Walking Dead still and think that's good shit that haven't seen this movie because it has words not in American. So it's like, where do I put this one? Since you're watching this, you've probably seen it. I'll go perfectly rated because that film is John Blaze. If there was a overall perfect zombie movie, it's Train to Busan.
Next is one of your all-time favorite zombie comedic classics of Zombieland.
It's cool. It's right where it needs to be, I think. It has enough mainstream love and enough filmmaking love to be like to earn where it's at in the place of film, I feel like. So that's cool because that, like, the rules to zombie survival and putting a comedic twist on it different than Shaun of the Dead. Like, Shaun of the Dead is happening. This, they're living with it. So it adds a new twist to it. So I think it's perfectly rated because of that reason. And the second one's really good too. Just as funny. Like, a sequel to be just as good as the original is rare. And Zombieland did that. So good for Zombieland.
That's surprising. You did not make it seem like you felt that way about Zombieland.
I mean, personally,
in the past,
there are better zombie movies out there. But it's earned its place for sure. It's like, I don't know, like E.T. E.T.'s a classic. But if you ask me what I think about E.T., I'm going to tell you E.T., I think that movie absolutely sucks. And E.T.'s a pedophile. But that doesn't translate to how good the movie is.
That's fair. So, another zombie comedy, we have 2013's Warm Bodies.
I'm going to go underrated because the zombie genre is constantly full of cliches in every movie they make. So to make a romantic comedy is different. It's fun. It has excitement, a little bit of tension, and love. What's better than love? Isn't that a Beatles song?
All you need is love.
Well, there you go. All you need is love. Even if you're a zombie.
That's fair. To keep the zombie comedy train rolling, we have Shaun of the Dead.
Perfectly rated. If you do top 5 zombie movies of all time, this better be in your top 3. Because it's that damn good. It overshoots the first 2. And it has to land in that top 3 somewhere. I would say the first, like, original zombie comedy, right?
Probably.
At least the first mainstream one. Because Return of the Living Dead, that has some comedy elements to it, but it's more of a cult film. So, Shaun of the Dead. That's fucking mint.
And last but not least, going with a different genre of film, we have ScoobyDoo on Zombie Island.
Still a zombie comedy still. That film's, you know.
It's so good.
It's good. It's good. But I'm going to go underrated still because my problem with the movie and it being on this list, the zombies aren't really the main focus. They're a red herring. Putting a Scooby-Doo reference. They're a red herring, you know? Like, the zombies aren't bad. The zombies are, like, really in there to tell you, but, like, the bitch you hanging out with, she's fucking evil. And she gonna turn into a cat lady. And I ain't talking about, like, the crazy one that's on The Simpsons. Like, she turns into an actual cat. And all of her crawfish and cronies turn into cats, too. And it has to do with voodoo. I love voodoo stuff. And Louisiana. I love Louisiana stuff. The food. How they talk. Voodoo. I watch Swamp People. I like Louisiana. So to put Scooby-Doo and make something so culturally, like, invested in the culture, like a movie, like a Scooby-Doo, like, you know what you get with a Scooby-Doo movie? But they took Louisiana and just poured it all over the Scooby-Doo movie. And it works. It's fresh because, yeah, Scooby-Doo's cool and all. I love Scooby-Doo. But when you watch the episode with Don Knotts, you don't feel any cultural relevance inside that episode. Nor do you feel that cultural relevance inside of Scooby-Doo in cyberspace. And I'm slurring my words. I promise I'm not drunk. But if you are, I don't know. I'm not going to say get sober, because sobriety is for losers. But tell me what you thought about this down in the comment section below. What's your favorite zombie movie? You think I have wrong on any of these opinions? Are you ready for our Army of the Dead? I don't know. Which that's why.
The annual purge will...
You a bitch and a half. Like, comment, subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.